I won't stop getting butterflies. I get them every time I look into your eyes. You won't stop.
Welcome to the KYP podcast, a show about being yourself unapologetically and letting go of things that prevents you from reaching your dreams and your goals. My name is Dany. I'm here with my co-host
KYP James.
Kevin G.
And we were discussing earlier about different topics we want to talk about. And one thing that popped out to me was really Asian food, because food is such an important part of Asian culture beside the drinking part and the work ethics. And so today I really wanted to separate this episode, number one, in the popularization of Asian food. Number two is how was Asian food perceived back in our days? And number three is really how are we better off now with the current culture of food, how it has shifted with time.
I freaking love Asian food, man.
I love it.
I eat it every day. It's how we grew up. I love eating it at restaurants. I love ordering the food.
Man, our food is so fucking bomb.
I know. It's so flavorful.
Yeah. Especially when we're talking about Asian, like the whole continent. Wow, we fucking kill it.
All right. Favorite Asian food. Let's go. Kev.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's Asian food exclusive, but soup noodles.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like you stole Danny's fire there, but okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't steal nothing, bro. I didn't steal nothing. Back in my ends, yo. But Chinese soup noodles, Korean soup noodles, ramen, pho. Wow, we're fucking popping off. Bumbo Hui. Killing it. Killing the game. Before we continue, are there other cuisines that have soup noodles?
Well,
outside
I
of
know
Asian?
Filipino has this
Outside of Asian.
Well, Filipinos. Oh, no, wait. Outside of Asian. Shit, I had
We're gonna get attacked, man.
Yo, I didn't hear the outside of Asian. I thought you said inside Asian. But outside Asian, that's a very good question. I think they don't have noodles. They do have soups.
They have soups, right?
Yeah,
and they have noodles, but I don't know if
Chicken noodle soup?
Yeah, your alphabet soup. That's like really...
Okay.
But that's like super processed. Well,
Yeah.
not really. No,
It's
you can
good
get it from
too.
scratch.
It's good too.
I think deep down in some culinary like book in different cultures, like European, probably there's a lot of soup noodles. It's probably just not that prevalent.
Not as popularized.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of them just see, because I think how Asian food is that whatever we eat is basically the main course and you can share
Yeah.
it. But a lot of, let's say, modern European cuisine or American, soup is considered as an entree. You don't really eat soup as your main meal.
Not your main meal. You're right.
In terms of North America, in terms of the status of Asian food these days, it's so ubiquitous. It's so common now. I wonder, let's go down the list of what are the most popular kind of Asian foods in North America. Out the top of my head, it's ramen, it's Korean barbecue, bubble tea.
Yeah.
What else? What else do you think is like, these days you're living in Canada,
Sushi.
everybody, sushi,
Shrimp fried rice.
shrimp
Fried rice.
I think everything
fried
fried
rice.
rice or like fried,
Yeah.
like when you
Stir
get
fried.
that wok hey on the food with the wok,
Yeah.
it hits different.
Yeah, fried noodles.
Yeah.
Right? You just
You
whip
just
it
can't
up.
replicate the taste with a cast iron pan.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just the sear and the way it chars.
Yeah.
So do you think, I feel like these days it's not just the food, but also the culture, right? You open up Netflix, half the fucking top 10 list is from your motherfucking country.
I think Asian food is directly tied to Asian culture.
Right.
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because Asian culture got popularized,
Right.
the food started getting hyped up, right?
Yeah, like anime, K-dramas, there's a huge focus on food in those, if you grew up watching Dragon Ball and stuff, you saw Goku fuck up the ramen.
Yeah, they always made it so delicious because
Naruto is based off of an
Ramen.
ingredient of ramen.
ingredient, yeah. The fish cake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
fish cake, yeah. So I mean, my favorite food is anything rice based, obviously. So it could be rice noodles, rice cakes. It could be just plain rice with meat. I think like Korean food, like we value meat as like prosperity. You know, eating Korean barbecue is not cheap, right?
Yeah.
So it's about just enjoying food and having all the meat you can have and the veggies. I think all the combinations of those flavors and the textures, it just you can't beat it anywhere else.
I know Korean and Chinese were very rice based. Is that the same case with Vietnamese food?
Yeah,
Should
a
be.
lot of
Rice noodles.
Rice noodles. Bom is rice noodles. We have the bom in pho, which is also rice noodles.
You guys are the only ones that have a sandwich.
But we
Oh,
took it
that's
from the
true.
French.
Yeah,
'cause
I
the
know.
European
I know,
ones.
but like we don't have it.
Yeah,
But we have the buns,
buns, but not a proper like.
but not like
Pastry,
bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't find that. You can't find. I don't think they. I think what it is that a lot of Asian food, most of them do use the ingredients they had back in the days to create. So they didn't have like mills and flours to create like that proper dough, the technique with the yeast.
Yeah.
So I think the French brought it there. Same thing with Japanese culture. Like they don't have fucking avocados there. I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
don't think they
California
have-
roll.
Yeah, so that's like a more
That's
an
a Californian
Americanized-
thing, yeah.
Americanized thing. And in Korean cuisine, I think like kimchi is really base. Like everything is pretty around like gochujang,
Yeah, spicy.
spicy. Yeah,
Yeah. It's so I think the background behind that is that it preserved it a lot longer because we didn't have any fridges back then. So what we had, our fridge was the outdoors. So they would get the cabbage and all the spices and the salt and the sugar that would ferment, and then they put it in the ground because the ground is cold. And then we have long winters in Korea as well, so they would leave it in the ground and that would ferment as like a natural like, refrigerator, I suppose.
yeah,
So like honestly, Asian food is peasant food.
Yeah.
Like the reason why it tasted different, I feel like it's because we didn't have all these technologies or these resources to be able to create food, so we had to use what we had and to use the nature and the environment in order to create this food.
Oh, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like that's also why there's such a focus on flavor, right? Because you didn't always have big protein.
It was bland, yeah.
You know, you had to make some rice and some cabbage go a long way, or
Veggies and rice, definitely. That's what we used
And
to
I
eat.
love how Asian food, like it revolves, the base of it revolves around the cheapest ingredient, which is rice.
Yeah.
So then you can have a bowl of, like you can ask any culture out there, if you have a meal with family, the main thing on the table is rice. If your rice cooker breaks, which I've never seen a rice cooker break.
No, it lasts like 10 years.
I have
plus.
a Tiger at my parents' place that lasted what 3-4 generations.
The rice cooker?
Yeah, Tiger. That shit never breaks.
Yeah, we have a brand called Cuckoo.
Yeah, but that's Korean.
Yeah,
Cuckoo
so
is very Korean.
my parents had that for 15 years, man.
Yeah.
It just doesn't break.
it's like the Nokia.
Like there's no planned obsolescence in that specific rice cooker. No Korean wants to spend another rice cooker. You know? It's supposed to go for the next generation.
yeah,
Actually, Jay, I have a question for you, and Kevin, if you want to interject too. For my mom was saying like, oh, our rice cooker broke the other day, but I was looking in K-drama, like a lot of Koreans, what they do is that they just cook up a big batch of rice and they store it, and then they just use the rice over the week.
Yeah, so you could freeze the rice.
Okay.
And then you can microwave it or reheat it.
Right.
Add a bit of water and it will reheat.
Because my
rehydrate.
mom, what she does is that she would cook up a new batch of rice every day, finish the batch.
Oh no, she doesn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So my mom freezes the rice if we have leftovers. And fun fact, bibimbap?
Yep.
No, not bibimbap. Kimchi 볶음밥.
볶음밥, yeah.
Yeah. You have to use leftover rice.
I was gonna
Same
say,
thing with
fried rice.
For fried rice.
That's a dish where you have to use. It's almost recommended to use leftover rice.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw a chef use fresh rice freshly cooked rice
And
or fried rice.
yeah, the reason why you don't do that is because it's too mushy when it's fresh
but
rice.
he didn't put that much water into it. That's why it was like still grainy.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he was able to replicate that
Exactly.
that taste. Oh, interesting.
Because then your rice turns
It's
into
drier.
either if you put too much water. Like I think in Asian culture, that's one thing that can cause like disownment.
Yeah, if you
Is
fuck up the rice.
fucking up the rice. Number one is forgetting to turn on the rice cooker before your parents go home.
Yeah.
And number two is fucking up the rice. Like you
Yeah.
cannot fuck up the rice. Like I see a lot
Yeah.
of my Western friends are like, oh yeah, you put like 2 cups of water. And I was like, no, you just stick your finger in. You look at your like the
Yeah.
finger, and that's where
The
you
first
know.
line.
Well, the ratio is 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water.
Yeah, 1 to 1.
Yeah. I don't know why some people say 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
way
that-
too much water.
They probably used to eating risotto or something like that.
Risotto. Yeah.
It
no.
becomes like porridge after that.
Yeah.
Another thing I find very interesting about Asian culture is not even the food, but the things that comes around the food. You know that different cultures have different chopsticks, right? You notice that Chinese chopsticks are longer because all
And
their
they're
foods are
plastic.
in the middle, so
Yeah.
then you have to reach for it. The
Oh, yeah.
Korean ones are metal,
Metal.
Yeah,
because
they're
back in
shorter.
the days, wood was very scarce.
Yeah.
So then they had to melt all their silver and metals together so they could make all these little things.
Isn't that crazy?
Damn.
Yeah.
That
What are
metal
your,
was more scarce.
What are your sticks
Yeah.
like?
Our sticks are shorter.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
You fucking set that one
Yeah,
up,
that
eh?
was set up punchline, bro.
Hey, I don't deny nor agree with that statement.
Get the lawyers in.
So
Hello, lawyer. Are you home?
what's the reasoning for having shorter sticks?
I think for us it's just to eat like our
Wait, you trying to do it again, bro?
No, I'm continuing the conversation.
Please don't say it in those words.
I think our chopsticks are
Yes.
made for individual meals.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Compact mobility.
Compact mobility, thin, skinny.
Very
and-
efficient and to the point, right?
Exactly.
Quick and easy.
Small package, but packs a punch.
Exactly.
Yes, we are immature for all our lady listeners.
Oh,
all the
fuck off.
guys, y'all know what we're talking about.
Hey, I'm just trying to be average here, okay?
Wait, Vietnamese are longer though. When I go get pho, it's like the long, like plastic ones.
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah, and I know Japanese, they're the disposable ones.
The bamboo.
Yeah.
But I wanted to also talk about bubble tea because that shit is getting outrageous nowadays.
Yo, $7
do you see,
for a
do you see
fucking
the price
boba?
of the bubble tea nowadays, man?
$7 for a normal boba?
I thought $5 was expensive when I was a kid, but it's like no, it's $10 now, bro. It's 9 plus tax.
Oh, fuck.
And then you got to tip. Speaking of tipping, you have to tip it. You're supposed to tip at the bubble tea, but they're just making it for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I ordered, I think it was an Earl Grey hot tea
Yeah.
from Gongcha. It
Oh
was
god,
like $7 for a normal one. I didn't even put bubbles in it because I
no
was like,
way.
fuck it.
Wow. Wait, they charge you extra for a bubble?
And it's
Yeah.
condensed milk, man. It's not even like real fresh milk.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
You know?
that's my question. Are you guys milk tea people or fruit tea people?
Depends on the mood.
Cold fruit, hot
Hot.
milk.
Yeah.
Really?
It warms. It's
I
it's a
get
warm
it.
feeling.
Yeah. I'm always cold for bubble tea. I never gotten a hot one ever.
Mm.
I'm always cold. Yeah. But traditionally, like Hong Kong, Taiwan, it's supposed to be hot
milk tea,
hot
yeah.
milk tea. Yeah.
I always get it iced in Hong
Yeah.
Kong. Yeah.
So I don't. My taste is definitely not traditional. I like the mango, lychee, all that
course,
shit.
yeah.
Cocoa jelly, bubbles, all that shit.
I mean, is that like that North American taste? You think? Do your
Maybe.
parents drink that?
My parents don't really drink it, but if they would, I imagine it's milk tea, hot.
And it's hot.
Yeah.
I remember back in the days where we didn't have that much boba. Boba wasn't a thing yet. We used to go to L2 in Chinatown.
Yeah, that was the
L2 was
spot.
the fucking spot.
And
man.
Magic. You guys remember Magic?
Magic idea, yeah.
Magic idea. Yo,
Yeah.
you walk in and it's like foggier than London because all they used was powder.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
scoop up powder and then shove it in your glass.
Yeah.
But speaking of old times, right? Asian food just became really a popular topic of discussion or just a popular item in general.
In the media
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Because
the last decade, I would say.
I'd say
Yeah.
like back when I was in high school, man, elementary school. Oh shit, that was the worst thing, man.
Bro, it was not like this.
No, it wasn't like this.
Yeah. Oh, you're eating kimchi jjigae? Yo, that's so dope. No way, bro. At
No.
school, they'd be like, "Oh man, it stinks."
What
Like,
the fuck is that smell?
Yeah.
I'm saying the same guys these days who are learning Japanese, having their ramen blog review vlog shit. Those are the same motherfuckers when I opened my lunchbox back in the day. Like, ew, what's that? Smells like garbage. Smells like feet. And then I had to go home and ask for Lunchables.
It's because we use a lot of eggs
Yeah.
in
Oh.
cuisine, you know, because it's
Egg.
quick in the morning if your mom's whipping it up.
Yeah.
But eggs stink. It
Eggs.
smells like farts, right?
Yeah.
Garlic.
So I think
I
that's
see
yeah,
eggs and
garlic as well.
Oh, the garlic
Yeah.
is a big one.
But to the point where like my mom had to make me ham and cheese sandwiches because
Yeah, that was that.
we had to conform
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the culture we.
Oh,
are
I
in,
100% have clear memory. I was dumping the fucking lunches. I was dumping the lunches, and then
right? Like
you know,
before school.
Yeah, this was when I was in like first grade or something, and then I had a huge fuss, and then I wanted my mom to make me sandwiches. We ended up getting the lunch pass at
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so much shittier.
Oh, but the food was so good. You
Yeah, the
know,
lunch
but,
pass.
No, my mom's.
Your mom's
food.
cooking,
Yeah.
of course.
Nothing beats your mom's
Yeah.
cooking.
But I was
Yeah.
just so ashamed. Like, you know, they were ruthless back then.
No, they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I think it's also because your food looked a lot more different than what they're used to.
Completely
Right?
different. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just the exposure of Asian
Yeah.
culture in general because
I
they're
agree.
like, yo, where are you? Like, where is Korea?
Yeah.
They used to ask me that. It's like, where's Korea? They didn't
That's
know.
China, right?
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
for them,
no,
it's
exactly.
like Europe, East Europe, China.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
There's
I don't.
nothing else. Or
think-
Japanese sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're more
yeah.
cultured, they'll say, "Oh, are you Japanese?"
It
Which,
was, yeah.
so which knees are you? Are you Vietnamese, Chinese, Koreanese?
Yeah. You know, it was mixed emotions when they say that you're Chinese because they be like,
Wait, you're actually Chinese though.
I know, but I almost wanted them to be wrong.
No, I'm Japanese, bitch.
You know?
No, for me it was offensive because I wasn't.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I scrapped every single time someone called me Chinese at school.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think especially Korean food. Korean food is in my Korean, Indian, and sometimes like lower like Laos or these types of cuisine, like the how do you call it? South Asian?
Yeah.
The ones with the fermented ingredients.
Yeah, I think those ones recently got like on the radar. But I think one of the first foods that really made a popular impact on like Western people was either Chinese food or Vietnamese food.
Of course.
Because everyone back in the days knew what a fucking spring roll was.
Yeah.
Yeah. spring roll.
Everyone knew what was kung pao chicken.
Yeah. So it definitely got Americanized a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Because of the migrant workers.
Yeah.
And the railroad. I'm pretty sure that's
Oh,
where,
yeah, I
where
think so, yeah.
the food came from. But it's not even Chinese food, man.
It's
Yeah.
technically not Chinese
Yo, do
food.
they have orange beef in China?
No,
You ordered that,
You
you
got-
get
You got General Tao over there?
crucified.
they don't. In actual China, fried food is not that popular. Well,
It's boiled. It's boiled, right?
It is now with
Yeah.
like KFC and all that stuff, but everything's stir fried.
Oh, you know
Stir
what's
fried, okay.
you know what's the thing that pisses me off the most? Sometimes when I watch like food channels or food things, when you scroll down the comments and someone's cooking Hainanese chicken,
Yeah.
that shit is the bomb. Like that chicken is white,
Yeah.
but it is
Yeah.
the most flavorful
Oh,
thing
from
ever.
Is it the Hainan?
Hainan, yeah,
Hainan
Yeah, Hainanese
province
chicken.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
with the sauce.
All these
the
uncultured
sauce.
people on the side are like, bro, you
It
gotta
looks so
season your
brand.
chicken.
I
man."
know.
Yo, you've never tasted it. That
I
shit is more
know.
flavorful than your fucking salt and pepper.
Because they
Marinated,
they
yeah.
boil it, right?
Yeah, with vinegar and lots of and soy
Ah.
sauce and other stuff.
But it's still white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just white. It's just
Yeah.
for them they associate color with taste.
Yeah, with taste. Yeah.
Like the darker the color, the more taste it has.
Yeah, I feel like
the
North
more burnt it
Americans-
is,
Yeah.
the tastier it is.
Yeah, they also have North Americans also have a big thing with texture. They're not as used to it.
No.
Yeah, and you know, Asian, but specifically Chinese. I don't know about the other Asian countries. They love different textures.
Yeah.
You know, we love food that, you know, you have to kind of suck on or play with in your mouth, like chicken feet, stuff like that.
What else you like to suck on?
Crab. We love crab.
Oh yeah,
No,
those
like-
are
You like
good.
crabs?
What's
Shrimp. You know, they just like, and then it's you know, the the peel comes off.
Yeah, yeah. The peel comes off, and
Yeah,
then
with our long sticks. We put the long sticks
you
in
use
our
your
mouth.
chopsticks for that.
Yeah, we put the long sticks in our mouth.
And sorry again to our lady, our
Viewers.
lady listeners,
Oh,
guys.
what
You know
the
what we're talking about.
fuck, guys?
He started it.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
No, but I was just going back to the topic of I do remember at an approximate time when Asian food started getting a bit more popular.
Yeah.
Because I think I was in what Sec 3 or Sec 2 or something along the line of those. And we had like an international food day. And, you know, everyone brought food from our country. I felt bad. I had this one friend from Morocco. He made this red bean stew. It looks like diarrhea. I'm not gonna lie. But
Like
it's-
chili?
Yeah.
Oh, red bean.
Red bean.
Red bean stew. Okay.
Something
Is it
like
sweet
that.
or salty?
I don't know. I didn't taste it
Because red bean is sweet for us.
because I don't.
It's probably salty.
But it's like
stew.
I don't think it's red bean. But I know it's beans. Like
Okay.
they crush the beans
Black
and make a
beans?
stew.
Black bean, yeah.
And then you know he's just standing there, and poor dude was just waiting for people to try the food, but it didn't look that great.
It doesn't look appetizing.
And
yeah.
all the white kids that bullied me because of my weird looking ass dishes. As soon as I opened the plastic styrofoam container and there's just we call them imperial rolls
Yeah, of course.
in Viet,
Yeah.
Fry ones.
the fried ones
Yeah.
because people
You're like, oh,
for us our spring roll is the rice ones.
the rice one. Yeah.
But I know other culture calls them spring rolls, but for us they're not spring rolls. But I opened that and there's just like it smells amazing and all the white kids runs. I turned my back around and then they were all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
Fry,
fried
it's
is
so
good.
familiar.
I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
You assholes. You're the guys who keep like fucking picking on me because I didn't have food that smelled like you guys.
Yeah.
And now you're eating my food.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, the flip side to that is back then when you would bring your, you know, Western friends to introduce them to Asian dishes, and you see the look on their faces when it's delicious. It meant so much.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's really normal for everybody. Like it's in everybody's kind of diet now. I feel like the palate has changed to, you know, that's just part of your daily roster of cuisine. But I think that goes back to what James was saying. It comes hand in hand with the popularization of the culture, right?
Yeah.
There's more
Exposure to the cultures.
Yeah,
Different cultures.
Asian music, Asian film, you know, and that made it so it became a lot more familiar to everyone. And, you know, that makes me think, yeah, we had some difficult experiences when we were younger, but I don't really blame the kids. At
No,
that
it's
time.
just the masses is what
Yeah.
they're taught, right?
At that time they really were not exposed to it at all, right?
Yeah.
So
It's like music too, right?
yeah.
Like back when I had, I think they're called JVC, that company.
Yeah.
I had a little MP3 player I plug in, and I was listening to, what's that? The speed fighter from Naruto. We are
Yes.
fighting reverse. Na, 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 na,
Oh, the song?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
listening to that, and then all my football guys like, "What the fuck are you listening to?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
this weeb type of shit?"
Yeah.
And they called me the F word, of course.
Yeah.
The fucking weeb?
No, the
What's the F word?
the word
bad
that
one.
the one that rhymes with rag.
Lag.
Oh.
But then they also have the acronym for the Game of Thrones at the end.
Like a cigarette.
Yeah.
The
No,
British
but they
cigarette.
had the full word.
Oh, so lag
Uh-huh.
plus Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
GOT.
You guys are crazy. You guys are fucking crazy. Just okay, sure. All right.
Should we say it?
No.
1, 2, 3.
So they would call me that, and you know, sometimes it's disheartening back in the days where my mom, she cooks like delicious food, like homemade Vietnamese food. She loves cooking, and all I ask for my mom is like, yo mom, can I have just some spaghetti? Can I have like a sandwich with like some chicken in it instead?
Yeah.
What a downgrade.
Yeah, I know.
I know we had to get on their level.
Yeah. And then the worst part of it is that on top of them not being used to making the food, then you're stuck with trash food that you're not used to. And then I don't know about you guys, but my high school, we had like 7 microwaves for like 300 students. So guys would like stack their dishes in the microwave and nothing would get reheated. So I would run downstairs, put my plate of spaghetti in the microwave, press it as quick as possible,
Yeah.
at least get 30 seconds in hot.
Yeah.
And then when there's a dude who would put his dish in my microwave, I would like throw fist.
Holy shit.
I'm like, yo, my food first. Give me like 45 seconds.
Wait, they would put your dish in their
They would
their
so
dish
they-
in your microwave.
yeah, so they would stack. So then it's just an entire microwave to a point where the tray didn't spin anymore because like the dish would block.
Yo, I've never seen that.
Yeah, there's like 8 dishes in a microwave trying to reheat.
But then it would take forever to reheat. No?
Yeah, so I would eat usually I would
Spaghetti
just
cold.
eat my food lukewarm. That's why now, like as a food photographer, people are like, why do you eat your food lukewarm or cold? I'm
Just
like,
used to it.
I'm just used to it, bro.
Yeah, I'm used to it because of retail.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I don't have time to reheat my food, so I'm just like 30 seconds. And I like to eat fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For me, soup, I eat fast. The rest, when I'm with friends, I like to eat slow, and my girlfriend always gives me shit. Like,
eating
why are
too
you
slow?
eating so slow? I'm like, this is a social environment, right? If you guys want to eat fast, then I'll go order some McDicks and then I'll eat.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, eating fast, eating slow, I think is just how you.
Yeah, I just like to digest my food.
Some people just eat really slow though sometimes.
And Kevin, do you have any experience really with especially like, you know, when you brought your friends back in the days to
To your house?
dim sum for the first time and they saw chicken feet? Holy shit, that was a new
That
experience
was tough
for them.
for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't like chicken feet to this day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people. It's not just.
I could eat it, but like I wouldn't order it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. I like it. It's one of my go-tos there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of dishes in dim sum that are, you know, easier to
Palatable.
to be palatable. But you know, I think for me, I think I used to hold a, you know, it was a tough time to be.
You had a grudge?
To be a kid, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
You're embarrassed.
I think at the time I didn't realize, but you know, when I graduated high school and stuff, I thought back, like, you know, it felt bad to be ashamed of something that's so normal to my culture.
Yeah.
But you know, now as an adult, I really don't hold a grudge because, you know, like we were saying, it's just the, you know, a lack of exposure to the thing, right? And you know, based on the popularization of the food, you can tell that, you know, everybody agrees we got the shit, man.
I agree.
Our stuff is good. And you know, also I got to try. I love food, and I'm very adventurous. Like, I'm down to try all. I love cuisines from all over the world, and I feel like food is something that, you know, there's only positives to come out of it, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you try new foods, if you open your mind, you're gonna find some amazing stuff out there.
I do firmly believe that food is one of the only, if not the only thing that you can enjoy even though you're sitting across the table with someone you hate.
Yeah.
It's universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, when like that unfamiliarity, or you know, that unfamiliarity when you sit down and you share one of your favorite dishes and they really enjoy it, that feeling is unbeatable, and you really create a bond. You know, I think of all the people I've introduced hot pot to.
Oh,
And when it hits, I'm like, yeah, you like that. You like that.
Yeah, you cannot not love all you can eat meat.
Yeah.
You know,
pause.
that's what she said.
But I think in terms of, Kevin trying different things and having the possibility, I think possibility is a big word, to try different cuisine. Like, what do you guys find right now is really what position are we in with all of these choices and the modernization of Asian cuisine, really?
Yeah, I think we're, my opinion is we're definitely better off because I think one of the huge benefits of the popularization of not only just Asian food, but foods from all different kinds of cultures in North America is that we have access to better versions of it now.
Right.
You mentioned back in the day, you just had like, those powdered bubble tea spots. Now we're getting the actual franchises and brands from Asia coming out here, giving us the real stuff. Same thing with ramen, same thing with sushi, same thing with dim sum. As it becomes more popularized, there's a higher incentive for these brands and businesses to come.
I have sort of like I'm playing the devil's advocate. I think that it's not a good thing either.
Oh, let me hear it.
The fact that it's more prevalent to have Asian restaurants, Asian food out there, there is the huge possibility of losing quality within that space because. So, you go to a Korean restaurant and you see it's all, say, Chinese workers, the owner is Chinese. So they're just doing it for money, right?
Yeah.
You go to a Japanese restaurant nowadays, it's all Chinese owners.
Kevin's like, hey, yo, let my population alone.
No.
Let me say something right here.
Yeah.
All right? Let me say something right here, all right? Y'all motherfuckers just want to make money. Like, let's be honest, all right? I'm not
Korean
saying
man
just
is
Chinese
pissed.
people.
Oh, no.
People...
Chinese
But
people are the
definitely
number-
do that shit.
We're
right?
the number one culprit for this shit.
Y'all motherfuckers open a Korean chicken shop and it's all Chinese owned, bro.
Yeah, because the Westerners don't know better. We can, we really
Exactly.
capitalize on the fact that
So-
they can't tell Asians. So
And okay, so there's that point, okay, that you're losing quality because
Chinese
the
people are allowed to open the restaurant.
It should be fucking illegal, by the way. It just doesn't taste good, okay? It doesn't taste.
Yo, you know what? I might be Chinese, but if I walk into a Japanese or Korean restaurants and I see the motherfucker or I hear the Chinese fucking music playing in the background,
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
No, but you just know it's gonna be not that good.
no, it's not gonna be good. I promise
Yeah.
you, it's not gonna be good.
It's
I
not
worked,
gonna be good.
I worked at a Chinese-run sushi place.
Yeah.
I worked at a Chinese-run Korean barbecue. Oh, it's tough in the back.
So you go to a say Korean restaurant and it's Korean owned. There's Korean workers. They know exactly how it should taste.
Yeah.
Like back home, right? They're not gonna serve you something that doesn't taste like what they're familiar with. So I have a problem with that. There's too many Asian restaurants. So let's make it illegal for
Chinese people
let's make
to
it with a bloodline only for owners. Okay, okay, I'm just kidding. But the second one is you know exactly what I'm talking
You're
about.
getting furious here.
Yeah, and the second one is too many franchises.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you do something so well, you're thinking, yo, let's freaking expand. Let's make a corporation out of this. Let's make a huge business. Let's spread it across the world, which is fine as long as you keep the quality again at the end of the day. But you know, there's some franchises in Montreal, you know, Asian owned. They try to go big. They have one good one. It's really good for many years, and then they start opening many, and then the quality is just like it ruins their brand name.
I think not even franchises, but restaurants that open
Different chains.
different locations.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
franchises, locations.
yeah, different terminologies, but
Is it?
a
Isn't it
little
different
different.
owners? It could be different owners.
so a franchise is a different owner that buys into a
brand.
a brand,
So different locations
Yeah.
could be the same owner.
It's the same
usually
owner
the
that
same
Oh,
opens the
gotcha.
multiple.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
My bad.
So locations first, then you franchise.
Yeah. So when they try to, so basically what I'm saying is when they try to expand
Yeah,
the
okay.
restaurant to spread it out, and I think it's with great intention. You know, you want to spread it out, you want to make more money, but it's like they never keep that same quality for some reason.
The main location is always the best.
Yeah. You know, okay. Example: Bustan.
Oh, boy.
Where's the main? Where's the first location?
It's so tough. It's not. It's really
Crescent
not
is
the same
the
anymore.
Crescent is the first location, right?
Oh, okay.
Crescent was the one after you drunk, you go to Bustan, you party on Crescent, you go to Bustan, you get a shawarma. It's the potatoes are crispy, the garlic sauce, the pita is crispy, it's hot. You know, you go to, now there's Bustan on every corner now.
The quality is just not the same.
Yeah.
They call it a bowl now. They call it the chicken bowl. It's not even a shawarma anymore.
It's not a platter.
It's a sandwich now.
Yeah.
So
Because I think when you expand, there's so much, investment. You have to care about the shareholders, returns, all this stuff. And then, it becomes less about the food and more about the business.
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what I say. The money is the root of all evil, man.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
I said my piece.
Another potentially positive, could be negative also, is that with the popularization of different food in like a mixing pot culture like Canada, you get completely new dishes that didn't exist before. California roll, for example.
Right.
Even though that might not be authentic,
Orange beef.
it's still its own thing. Orange beef has its place,
I love orange beef.
in my heart as well.
Yeah.
Orange beef, orange chicken, all that stuff is good.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
That could be a positive, but a negative to that is then when you get this fucking
The
fusion,
false sense. Yeah,
the fusion shit.
yeah.
I don't like the fusion shit, man. I don't go to Asian fusion restaurants.
Well, with your first point, so let's say I ate General Tao my whole life in Canada. I was like, oh, yo, let's buy a plane ticket to go to China and eat General Tao.
Where it's from, yeah.
And they fuck around and find out, right? There's no General Tao in China. They just realize it's an American dish. So that's one thing where it could distort people's perceptions on food if that's all they know. Like sushi here, like all you can eat sushi. It's like they think it's like that everywhere. You know? But yeah, I said my piece. Sorry for being so negative.
That's okay. I mean, I like to think that I think back in the days when it comes to food, a lot of Asian food is made out of necessity, right? Like ramen, the instant noodle, was made out of necessity to workers and stuff like that. But with the modernization of society and the popularization of the Asian food, there's a lot of different techniques that were invented to make those things a lot better. So you're now seeing a lot of dishes using Western style cooking, Western style, like European style techniques to make the food a lot better. And I
fusion?
appreciate-
You talking about fusion?
Well, in general, right?
Yeah.
Even the traditional dishes, right? Like some places don't have like the traditional pot. So then you would just slow cook you would put it in a pressure cooker. We don't have a pressure cooker
Gotcha.
in Asia.
Yeah.
So you would pressure cook and it would taste the same.
Technology, yeah.
So I think
Different ways.
that's the best thing about it is with modern technology, a lot of the food has gone easier to cook. And now that you don't have a necessity of the food to make the food, it's a lot more about one, making money. And number two is trying different takes. And number three is being healthy. So the fucking thing I hate the most, and I see it a lot with Europeans or Americans on cooking show, is let me take pho and make it healthy. So
like vegan pho?
I will make vegan pho,
Doesn't even
or
make sense.
I will take soba noodles in the noodles, because Asian food, you could replace the noodle with everything. If you like ramen noodles, put
tastes
it
the
in
same.
pho.
Yeah.
If you like soba noodles, you can put it in pho. I'm like, first of all, it's pronounced pho. and second of all, no, you cannot use a vegan stock for pho.
Yeah.
It's like saying
It'll taste like shit.
it's like saying, hey, let me use like a bitter sauce for like gochujang. and then James just got a fucking aneurysm somewhere.
Yeah, vegan gochujang.
Oh,
Let me ask you guys a question. Would you eat Japanese curry that tastes like shit, or would you eat shit that tastes like Japanese curry?
What the
And
fuck?
this is the best curry you ever had in your life.
wait, is shit as in literal
Like
shit?
literal
Or?
Literal shit that tastes like the best Japanese curry, or would you eat Japanese curry that literally tastes like shit? Go.
I'm a food photographer. Like visual presentation for me is very important. I would rather eat something that looks a bit more decent, but then the taste is subpar, than something that looks absolutely like trash, but it might be the best thing ever. Like I would put my money on something that looks decent.
So you would
First.
you would
Like-
rather eat something that actually tastes like your own shit?
Oh wait. So
No,
Japanese
his
curry that
question
tastes
is wild. Man. Your question is wild.
There's no way you can win. Just
so
just
Japanese
answer the
curry
question.
that tastes like shit, or
So Japanese curry that
tastes like
literally
actual-
tastes like ass. Like
Actual
ass.
shit.
Think about like when you shit and you smell it. That's good. That's how it's gonna taste.
Or
Shit.
shit that tastes like Japanese
Okay,
curry.
and
but-
the best curry you've ever
so
eaten.
like visually.
This is so dumb,
So
man.
if I go through an analytical point, visually, the Japanese curry that might taste like ass, I'll eat it first, because if I eat and it tastes like ass, I'll just be disappointed. But then I need someone to point to me like, yo, this shit right there, it might not look good, but it's the best thing ever. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll try.
Bro,
okay.
I'm not answering this question, man.
Yo,
'Cause,
just answer the fucking question.
bro, you set it up as you're eating shit either way.
No.
That's how you set it up. You think
Literally.
I don't? You
Just
think I don't
fucking
know?
answer the question. What would you do? He said he would eat it based on the visual. So he would eat Japanese curry.
I'm
that tastes
telling
like
you,
shit.
I'm not eating shit. So what's the answer for that?
So you're eating
preference?
Japanese curry that tastes like shit.
All right, let's do that then.
And to be
What-
fair,
What are you eating?
so my first instinct was to say eat the Japanese curry that tastes like
Yeah.
shit. But then when someone told me, okay, so you rather eat something that actually tastes like shit, because the shit that tastes like Japanese curry, it actually
know,
so you
but-
close your eyes and it actually tastes like curry.
Okay, yeah, but you're actually eating shit.
Yeah, but it tastes good.
Okay, so yeah, you would rather
But
actually
then,
eat
but
shit.
then that defeats the purpose of like looking at a dish, because you're eating it blindfolded.
No. I'll look at it. I'm like, okay, and then it tastes so good. It's like, and I'll keep eating it.
Yo, I think we need to mute James for a couple minutes, man.
'Cause,
Put him in the penalty
Okay,
box.
if you eat the Japanese curry that tastes like shit, you're gonna gag immediately.
Ooh, let
You
the
won't
man
be
cook.
you will not be even to take another bite. But the one that tastes like curry, you'll be
Yeah.
able to digest it. Not
Alright.
digest it, to be able to eat it.
All right. So, but at the end of the day, I'm eating curry, you're eating shit.
You're eating something that tastes like shit. Anyway, so this is just like one of those questions where it's like a double-edged sword.
I was not expecting that one.
I just a quick segment on that one.
Because I mean,
We're gonna end our podcast on shit eating.
no, I mean, I just want to discuss about like, now that we're like, we have a more better understanding of like where food is going, right? Like, do you guys think, because I learned from you guys earlier that if a certain person is not from the same ethnicity as the food might not taste as good. Do you guys believe that anyone can just learn cuisine, or
Yeah.
it has to be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
culturally like
No. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of like controversy sometimes where it'll be like a Canadian or American chef who opens a Korean
like a
restaurant or
Thai restaurant. Yeah. There's so many of those.
I mean, I don't know. I'm torn on that.
It's usually fusion, by the way. It's usually like their American culture and their Asian culture.
Yeah. But once in a while, it'll be like, you know, the guy is really him. Like, he went to
He's cooking,
Thailand
yeah.
for like 20-some years.
Yeah, I've
to
seen
pick
a
up all the
restaurant that's
technique.
that's popping.
Yeah.
And he's a white dude, but like he went to Thailand for a year. He learned it and then he brought it home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to do with really looking at the food menu. Like, what's the purpose of you eating, if opening that restaurant?
Yeah, it's the intention. Again, is it
Right.
about making money? Is it just another
Because I
business
see
for
like
you?
restaurants opening in Montreal. Like, I'm not gonna name that place because I low key have a hatred for it.
Yeah.
But like, you open and you have bone marrow pho, and with gold
Yeah.
flakes, and you're charging like $50-$60 for it, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, this is meant for
Your soup.
the finance bro around the corner coming in to flex on their client.
Yeah. I think anybody can learn it and do it well. I think that's accessible to
Any
everybody.
race. It's not it's universal.
But one thing I do have a problem is oftentimes when, you know, North Americans open Asian restaurants, all of a sudden they can fucking charge extreme prices for it.
Yo, fucking Thai food, bro. What's
That's
the
fucked.
deal with that shit?
Yeah.
Why am I paying $30 for pad Thai?
Yeah.
That's the one point where it's like, oh, so consumers aren't willing to pay premium prices when a fucking Asian homie's doing it. But
That's
then,
charging $8 for the noodles. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think that's definitely a topic to talk about. Like, why is cheap things in Asia being upcharged so much?
Yeah.
Because it's what's that word? It's Oriental. no, exotic. Sorry,
Exotic, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a topic for another comment. I hope you guys enjoyed all the dick jokes and Jay going
Off the rails.
off the rails. As always, my name is Dany. Tune into the next episode next week, and I'm here with my co-host.
KYP James.
Kevin G, I'm going to open a Korean restaurant.
And
Fuck you,
remember
bro.
to
Fuck your pride.
Kill your pride, baby.